Hello, everybody, and a welcome back to Nesting and Questing. My name is Yolanda, and I thought it would be fun to go through my completed pages of the past 3 months, March, April, and May. I haven't done a video like this in a long time because I didn't get a lot of coloring done. So I thought, well, just put them all together and just show them all at once, because especially the month of April, May were not the best months of coloring. But I do have something to show you, so let's just get on with it. I am categorizing this in monthly, kind of monthly pages. But however, some books I have colored in several months, so I'm going to just show you the entire book at the same time. Let's zoom you in a little bit. Ooh. Oh, that was in and out at the same time. Here we go. This is Coloring the Year. This is a book by Sugar and Sweet Art. I love this book. I am in an Instagram group, and we are coloring this entire book throughout the year because there are some fun. This is the 4th Saturday of September. It's National Bunny Day, and we follow the book with our coloring to get the entire book done. So let's go to the May pages. This is the February page or March pages. This is March 4th. This is National Pancake Day. And this book for me is just flat out coloring. Little bit of embellishments or fun things in there, sometimes with pencil or sometimes just with a white marker. This is just for me, alcohol marker and just flat coloring. This is my relaxing book right now. So this is March 4th. This is National Pancake Day. What I do try to is to keep the palette on the page. Just use the same palette on the entire page. But this was easy because this was just one date. This is March 7th. As you can see, I tried it here again. The greens, the blues, the kitty cat. So, and March 10th. So this is National Be Heard Day. And this is March 10th, National Napping Day. This is March 12th. This is just plain. This is not my best work. I was stuck on this one. But National Plant a Flower Day. And I am not one with green fingers, as they say. I can kill a plastic cactus. So no plants in my house, for just to say. So it's not my national day. So that was March. Then we went over to April. April 5th is National First Contact Day. And I got my neons out, as you can see, because this is National Deep Dish Day. I love making those blotchy, spotted kind of cats. Love to do those. And the pizza turned out very well. April 9th, National Unicorn Day. That was easy pickings with the palette. Just go for pastels. And that was a difficult one because there I chose not to pull through the palette, because National Antique Day and National Unicorn Day is something that is not the same in the same palette range for me. But you could decide differently. It's your page if you want to do that. So National Antique Day, and what I did for the first time is make a little bit of a lighter border around the entire leaf area, and I kind of like how that turned out. Then we have April 12th, National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Took a little bit of effort making the droopy cheese over here. And this is April 14th, National Gardening Day. Also not my hobby. I have a backyard and a front yard. And if it's up to me, just throw a little slab of tarmac in there and then we're done. I'm not one for gardening and for plants. So I have other hobbies. But I love this one. This is so cute with the white picket fence. All right, then we went over to May. The first Thursday of May is National Day of Prayer. And the first Saturday of May is National Monarch Day, and Sugar Sweet Art beautifully combined the two. And I decided to go all out with the alcohol markers and try a little bit of blending. It turned out relatively okay, except here with the dark ones. That was a hard blend, and as you can see, it went all through the page. But I really love this one. Yeah, I'm in love with this one. May 6th, National Beverage Day. Let me check. Yeah, National Beverage Day, and you actually get a sneak peek for my June pages as well, because this was behind. I needed to catch up within June, so I'm just doing the May pages, and then you have a little bit of a sneak peek of my June pages as well. So National Beverage Day. I love this. I made it kind of look a little bit like a leather kind of thing around the bottle. National Hamburger Day. What did I do here? Yeah, of course it's alcohol markers, but as you might know, I've been on a keto diet since half January, so I haven't had a fry in almost 6 months. So this was not a torment, but it was hard. It was really fun page to do anyway. And this one is May 29th, the last one for the month of May. And this is National Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. It was quite an empty page. It just had the hanging plant here and the little fridge with the kitty cat on it. So I decided to pull out some inks and a stencil and try to make the bare brick wall in the back. So I actually kind of like that one. So those were the pages done in 3 months for coloring the year. I need to see where I can put this book, because I have a page done in a different book and I did stickles and it's still drying. So I need to put that to the side. There, that's better. Okay, next up, what did we do? Well, I'm going to let go of the whole months because it's on a stack. This is R.G. Hampson, Lost in Time. Did we do a March? Yeah, we did a March page. This was something I did, past tense, on a membership. I did Fun with Fogarty. Sometimes I still pick a page for the Fun with Fogarty, and I need to catch up on that one too. And I did a color along. People could pick the page, and I did a color along on the channel, on the membership. And I know Kimberlyn picked this page. This is the Make Love Not War page. Gosh, it's shiny, it's in your face, bright. This was the January page, by the way. Love this page. I love this page. It's and why did she pick this page? Because it was together with the hashtag Light v Dark, that is hosted by Holly Berry Colors and Joe from Piggy Pen Colors. They do an opposites hashtag. So, and I think this was war versus peace, I guess. So this is a page you can do for both, actually. It's more, in my opinion, more a peace page, but okay. And I also did one still in April. And we did Too Far with the lovely dinosaurs. Did I do anything special? No, it's alcohol markers and a Chroma Flow shading. Let me check. Yeah, it is. So absolutely love how this one turned out. Lots of greens, but I love the palette. So this is 2 months in Lost in Time, and unfortunately I didn't do one in May yet, or for May. Maybe I'm gonna pick one for June. See where my June plans will get me. I'm gonna sip of my tea. Oh. And yes, I drink my tea very black. Very black. All right, let's go to project books. Matchstick Mouse, Morgan O'Brien, a big adventure coloring book. This is a project book I'm doing with the lovely, my dear friend Chelsea, who is all the way up in Canada. For me, that's all the way up because I am in the Netherlands. Let me zoom you in a bit. so you can see. All right, as you can see, it is coming along quite nicely. Let me find 25. We started already in 2025. Oh, here is the March 26 page. The donkey. It's the donkey page. Let me show you Chelsea's lovely picture. She did a fantastic. I always love. She is so creative with her pages. It's unbelievable. For me again, plain. I think I did not even. No, I didn't put any shading in here as well. Oh wow. I kind of had a bit of a it's not a slump, but it was. I don't want to color a period of time, and then I went over to gaming, and then the whole channel changed, and this one is in this period, and then I just do the coloring, and then for me it is done. But what Chelsea did to her page, girlfriend, kisses to you, a fantastic one. And we also did May one. We skipped April. Yeah, we skipped April. And this is the May one. I love this one. Let's go to Chelsea's one. She did a completely different page with the bright blue colors for the water. Absolutely stunning. And that is so fun to do if you have just one book that you focus on with two people and you get totally different pages. So this was a lot of fun to do. Chelsea, you did a fantastic job in this book. And we did pick a page for June. Let me see what this one is. And that's the parrot one. So this is our June page. I'm not sure we can finish this book. At the end of the year, I love this one. This is one of my absolute favorites. But it is coming along quite nicely. So Chelsea, thank you so much for doing this with me. Still having a lot of fun with this book. Project book. Also a project book. Doing this with Jordi from Jordi Colors and Juliet from Juliet Colors. Now I know that Juliet is a little bit behind, and please take your time, Juliet. Just do a page if you want to. So I am not being able to show her pages, her complete pages. I'm going to show the one that Jordi did, and as you can see, this one is going to be full. And in this one, we also skipped April, but in March we did this page. What did I do? Alcohol markers, of course. I'm draining my alcohol markers. This is called Spring. I wanted to do kind of a tree-like shape. That's why I did the round shape around it. But keep the colors very light, very springy. So great fun. And here is Jordi's page. Again, fantastic color choices. I need a sip of my tea. Where would the world be without tea? Well, no, we had coffee, but I'm restricted to drinking coffee. I'm allowed to drink coffee, but not as much. All right, so this was our March page. Let's see, April we skipped, so we have May. Oh, May page were the mice. And this one I put a wax paper between because I used my deco times and not my Ohus. And I know especially the dark deco times can yellow. So we did the dormice. It's called the dormice. Can I still? Yeah, dormice. Oh, this was one I needed to think about a lot. We picked this one also in May. No, in April. This was our original April page, and we decided to skip it for once, just being busy. Yeah. First, before I explain what I did here, this is Jordi's gorgeous page. Completely different again. Lovely, lovely page. You did a fantastic job. Always love seeing your results. I did alcohol markers. Yep, of course. And a lot of shading with ChromaFlow. I kind of falling in love with my ChromaFlows in my Amazon books. So I didn't want to do a red and white mushroom. I did it on the bottom, so I chose for a brown, and I decided to do a bluish gray in the background. And I think it's okay. Not my best work, but it's okay. And it's a finished page. So those were the ones in Forest Song by the lovely R.J. Hampson. Next up, let's see if I can fit this one on the screen. Kind of. This is Mandalas, a Hatchet Hero Disney book. This was one of the only books I have been missing with the hardbacks. This one. And as you might know, I'm in love with these books because they have the shiny ridges here. So absolutely stunning. And I know that Vera from Zoo Vera Art, hi sweetie, has this book and was coloring in it. So I said, why don't we do a body color in this book? And this was done for March. And because I think she does this one from front to back, and it was her time for the Nemo page, we picked the Nemo page. It does not even fit on the screen. Let me zoom you out a bit. Here we go. Oh, this was a labor of love. Here, there is some yellow in here, by the way. Camera does not pick that up. I started with water-based markers. Let me put the one from Vera next to mine. Totally, completely different. She did, again, a fantastic job. But I threw everything at it that I could think of. First of all, water-based markers. Water-based because it has a page on the other side, so I don't want to ruin that. Then I switched to pencils. I thought, no, this is not going to work. Then I decided, wait, I'm going to do the background first. So I took out my inks. This is all ink. Fixated it, of course, because otherwise it just keeps smudging. I thought, oh, what am I going to do next? And then I took out the Longo gel pens. And I went all out with the gel pens. As you can see with the sharks, the outlines of the sharks, the inside of the fish here, because I actually wanted to keep the fish white. But that looks just silly. So I did a little bit of outlining of the fish. The jellyfish are all acrylic markers. And this is gel pen or acrylic gel. I never know the difference between an acrylic pen and a gel pen. And for me, it's just a pen. So I guess it worked out very well. It was kind of a struggle. You can see there's ink in here as well. I'm still learning new techniques. But I'm really, really, really happy that this page is done and that this is a colored in book, because these are the books that I tend to leave aside because I love them so much and I think they're gorgeous, but they need to be colored in. So Vera, thank you, sweetie, for doing this body color. And next up, Freak of Beauty. Zoom you in a bit. What did I do with this one? Yeah. This was a page I started on the stream. In those months, I had a stream on Wednesday for horror and a stream on Sunday. I changed that up. Now I do a gaming stream on Wednesday and just a coloring stream on Sunday. But I did this page. I call this the Haunted Lady. I based it with alcohol markers. Yep. And I have put a wax paper in between. That's how I know it were my deco times. And why my deco times? Because I know they are still very wet and very moist. My Ohuhu set has been drying out for a while. So, background is alcohol marker base. Yep, her skin actually is also alcohol marker based, and I went over those with ChromaFlow. I had a bit of a struggle to figure out which hands are which, but I decided, because she has her arms here to the side, that these hands were not hers. So I decided to do that in a different color. I did some... oh, here we go. It's the word again. Yes, keep screaming at the screen what it is. The thing that makes it shiny. I forget that word every single time. It's gonna be a running gag at the end of the year, because I still don't know. And a little bit of alcohol marker for the bloody eyes. Glossy accent. Yes, there it is. It's like the menopause just flew away, and it says you have to say it. It's glossy accents. Every single time. I'm so sorry. Glossy accents on the nails, on the blood around her eyes. And I think it's shading with ChromaFlow pencils. Get in there. All right, that is Freak of Beauty, and this is actually a book by Crook. Next page. This is a book by the incredibly talented Anne Yaren, or Yaren. I think it's Yaren because it has a thing up there. Let me think. I chose this page also again for the Light V Dark 2026 hashtag by Holly Berry Colors and Joe from Piggy Pens. I think it's the War page because I did this one in March. Yep, March. I did Athena. And Athena is the goddess of wisdom and war. So, started this on the stream. Yeah, started on the stream with a robe. And it's all pencil. And it's Christmas. And the background is pen pastels. Get you a little bit to the middle because the lighting in the middle is better. And I did some metallic gel pens, as you can see, for the ornaments in the back, for the helmets, for her chest piece, and I think also for her toenails. I love this page. I love this book, by the way. This is a really fun page. I can see that it's not has a date on it, and these tags tend to fall off, so I'm gonna date it here at the bottom as well. So I had a really, really fun time coloring this one. It was also an untouched book, Goddess Coloring. And yeah, I need to do another one because these are absolutely exquisite. Oh, this one is so beautiful. Save this one for winter time. Very detailed. But you can get a reference I did a reference picture on internet. I just googled Athena, and then it came up with a couple of suggestions, and I just picked the one that I liked the most. So, gorgeous book, Goddess Coloring by Anne Yaren. All right, this one. Love, love, love. Whimsy Girls celebrate the holidays. You think it's a Christmas book, but it's not. There are all kinds of different, a lot of Christmas, of course, but there are all kinds of festivities. I think this is 4th of July. And Chelsea reached out to me and said if we could color in this book. And we chose, because it was St. Patrick's Day month, the Shamrock page. Here is her page. Unbelievable. So much fun. I love the page that she did. It's so much fun. So you did a fantastic job, Chelsea. I love, love, love it. The creativity is out of this world. I did a more traditional one, so lots of greens. I actually got the help from ChatGPT. And I got a comment because I was ranting in my last video somewhere about AI books. And I got a comment from somebody who said, "Yeah, but you have an art channel." Well, I don't have an art channel. I actually have a coloring channel. So that's for me completely different because I don't make my own art. I just color in it. And how can somebody with an art channel use AI for my thumbnail? Well, that's because I don't make money out of my thumbnail. So let me get that completely clear. I am not against AI. On the contrary. However, what I am not a fan of is that you sell AI generated stuff, ask money for it. And that's the only thing I was ranting about. So, yes, I use AI and I'm not ashamed of it because you can do a lot of completely different stuff with AI. Just ask, I make a picture. Can you get me a color palette for this one? Help me. And there's nothing wrong with it. Also with the thumbnails. What AI can do with thumbnails, I can never come up with that. And I'm not ashamed of it. But selling stuff as your own, but it is AI generated, that's the thing I have a problem with. And that's just my opinion. It might be an unpopular opinion, but yet that is just the way it is. So this color palette was AI generated. And I love it because it's original. It's the classic colors that that belong for me on this page. All right, enough ranting. Enough with the thingy. Ohu alcohol markers did some shading that turned out very well. I actually drenched this page in alcohol markers. Ohu background, some acrylic marker, embellishments in there. Just a really, really fun page to do. So Chelsea, thank you again for getting this book colored in. It's by Hannah Lim, by the way. This book, Harry Potter, an official sweets and treats coloring book. And this was, now I have to flip up my cheat sheet. This was a buddy color. Sorry, I have to look this up. Actually, it was planned for March, but this was so much work that we decided to move it on until April. I finished. It's a lovely book, by the way. It is illustrated by I will look that up. We did this page. And it was a body color with the lovely Ashley. Ashley did that page. Fantastic. The color palette, I love it. I love it. And this, for kind of speaking for Ashley, please correct me, Ashley, if I'm wrong, but a struggle. There are so incredible many elements on this page that I did the background. This is acrylic paint. This is acrylic paint. Then I switched. And then I did all the gold elements. That is the Kurotaki, the mica powder one. And then I got stuck. Well, I thought, I could do scoops of ice, but it's more like a profiterole kind of page. So I went with the profiterole kind of way. That's why it's brown with chocolate sauce. And all of a sudden, I just did not know what to do. So what I did then is I just picked 4 colors. That's the purple, the pink, the green, the orange. And I colored in with the same colors as much elements as I could. The only color I add eventually were some of the reds because I was struggling with the strawberry and the purple or the pink, and I just did not match. This was an adventure. Let me call it an adventure. I think Ashley did a fantastic job. Love her page. Really, really good. And what she did, because she noticed something, that the arch here in the back does not go all the way through. So I decided not to do that, just leave it as it is. And I think she did it. Finish the arch. It is a fantastic book, folks. It is a really, really complicated book. So many detail and elements in here, but it was really fun coloring this one. So thank you, Ashley. Okay, next book. Let's see. This one. This is 26 letter-based miniatures coloring book, and I saw that Jess had this book, and I ordered this book, and we got the idea to start a Instagram group to get this book filled out in a very short time, because we picked 4 pages every month, for one for every week to color. So let's see. For the month of April, we did the title page, and Jess picks 2 and I pick 2, and the letter R. Let me see, because I am ahead and I don't want to spoil the fun. This one, the rabbit page, and this is all plain coloring for me, just to relax. We did already the jellyfish page, and the last one for the month of April was this one, and I had a boo-boo with my dragon. I forgot to do the backing paper on that, and it pressed through to my little cute little elephant. I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna, because I have noticed as soon as I start trying to get it back to normal again, I do more damage than I'm supposed to. So for May we did, see if I can find it. Yep, the monkeys. This one needs a little bit more white. I think I just left it like it is. And here is the one that ruined my elephants. This is the dragon page that we do. What else did we do? I need a flip. Oh yeah, and then I got then I left it for the month of May. But I did my May pages, 2 of them in June, and I could choose to save them for my June completed pages, but I think no. That was, let's just show you this one. The iguana is also for May, and the last one for May was this one, the axolotl. So looking back, it's filling up quite nicely. So 4 pages, and you just have 26 pages in the book. So if you do 4 pages a month, we calculated, I think October, it will be done. And then you have a completed book. So that is Letter-Based Miniatures Coloring Book by Camelia Angelkova. Okay, next book. This is Enchanted Forest, and this is Johanna Basford book. I was contacted by the lovely Colleen on Instagram, and she said, well, I saw your video and you mentioned that you want to do more in Johanna Basford books. Why don't we do a body color? So we picked out Enchanted Forest. This was an untouched book for me. I have purchased this book at the real beginning of my coloring journey. As you can see, this is an oldie. It has a quite yellow paper, and we did this page, the Mushroom Castle, and I took a plunge with this one. I never done a monochromatic palette in my life. Let me first show you Colleen's page on this side. Great page, Colleen. You did a fantastic job. I love what you did with it. I went completely the other direction because I wanted to do something that I normally don't do. I am kind of not really a realism colorist, but I am a realism colorist. I don't know how to explain that. for my mindset, trees have to be green or brownish, yellowish in fall, and a mushroom or toadstool has to be or brown or red with the white dots, not purple. So I needed to turn that mode off inside my head. Like, well, nope, we're going to do a monochromatic palette. And yes, again, I asked AI, give me some examples, and he come with some lovely examples with reds and with purples, and I actually mixed that up a bit and made it my own. Also put a little bit of gold in there, and as you can see, the shine is unbelievable. Let me get it. What I use for that one, that is the Kuretake Gold Mica Powder one. This is fantastic, and a little bit goes a long way. You have to shake it very well before you do, and then there is some residue in the cap, and that's all I use. I never dip my brush in the bottle itself. I only use what is in the cap, and you have to keep it shaking, because the longer if you put it down and you start using it and it takes a while, put the cap on again in the midst and just shake it again. So that's how I use that one. But Colleen, brilliant body color, love it. I recently joined a Instagram group that is called Inklings Collective, and I am forcing myself to color in my Johanna Basfords, and I kind of like it. It's not punishment, by the way. There is a kind of a sneeze in the way, so if I vanish all of a sudden, then I need a sneeze. Next one is Vengeful Forest. This is a Mythagoria book illustrated by Shelley Carroll, and it started as a body color with Candace from Happy Catastrophe, and also Victoria on Instagram joined us. We did. Oh, and I have to say that I don't think Candace has finished her page yet, because I know she will do a fantastic job. Victoria did finish her page, so I'm going to show you her page up here. A brilliant one, because we did the Mushroom Man. So here's Victoria's page. Yeah, I started this one on the stream also, and I started with basing the head, the face, the brain. This is not a page for everybody, by the way. It is a gory page. And I based my inspiration on clickers. And a clicker is a monster in the movies or the series The Last of Us. Let's see if I can still find my reference picture. Last of Us. Let's see. Image. No, I need a clicker. Clicker. Yeah. I'll see if you can see that. This is a clicker. And I saw this page of this guy with all the fungi growing out of his head, and the clickers in the series The Last of Us are actually people who have passed, and because of a very invasive and evil fungi infection. So I think, well, I need to do this. So look at this one. It was perfect. I think, well, that's my inspiration. And I turned it into this. And it is alcohol marker based. There are some chroma flow shading in there, but mostly alcohol marker based. So much fun to do this one. It's a beautiful book, and this page was absolutely hilarious to do. The gorier, the better. So it is kind of a brownish palette, except for the raspberries. But nevertheless, it's really, really fun. And Candace, I cannot wait to see your finished page in this book. Okay. Tolkien's Epic World. This is the German version. It is a massive book. And Ashley reached out again to me, said, shall we do a page in Tolkien's Epic World? Do you have this book? I said, yes, I have this book. Let's do a body color. And with how many pages are in here? 191 pages. You can imagine it was not easy to find a one suitable for the body color, but we found one. And it is this one. Let me show you Ashley's page first. It's that one. I love her background. I love the pink that comes through in this page. Really, really stunning job. And I know you struggled in the beginning, but you did a fantastic job. I love this page. I went for more traditional. So I wanted to make him traditional with the browns and the greens. Base this with Tim Holtz crayons. Water. You can see a little bit of the speckling in the back. That's because of the paper. The paper tends to do that when it comes in touch with water. So if you have this book, the same book, the German published one, be careful with water. Do not agitate the paper too much if you use a lot of water. And after that, it was chromaflows again. So I did some shading and some putting in some more effects of the weathered look with greens and a little bit of blues. And this is Orome, the hunter from Valar. So love this one. I am a big Tolkien fan. And I am planning to watch all the movies again from back to forth. So I love this one. Tolkien's Epic World. And I know the illustrators, if you are four, Victor Ambrose, John Davis, Mauro Mazzara, Ian Miller, 5, Andrea Piparo. So it's a mixed effort. I did this page, a book. La-di-da. This is cute and cozy. This says on the farm. Op de boerderij. This is one that I bought here in the Netherlands in the bookstore. This is a book by Bellybean Co. And it is not Amazon printed, so it is thick. So it's a Dutch published one. And I did this one. This is the lemons page. Yeah, I'm in love with this book. It's so funny. It's a little bit of transfer from the pink alcohol. The giraffe is kind of, well, I'm not really sure if I can call him an alcoholic. However, on every page in this book, let me see if I can get you a little bit of an example. Here he is, holding a drink. Here he is, holding a drink again. I don't think... Here he is, holding a drink again. I don't think he is ever depicted in the book without a drink. So I don't know what this is. I think it's a really, really fun kind of element. See, here he is again with the drink. Let me see. Can we find one where he is not having a drink? No, he has a drink. And he is definitely having a drink. Well, that's it. He is my alcoholic giraffe. Yeah, I love him. He's stunning. Well, let's just, for the sake of the younger folks, say it's a lemonade. I don't know if you do an olive in lemonade, but for just the sake of argument, it's a lemonade. And I had so much fun. This paper and alcohol markers do fantastic. It's smooth, it's thick. So it blended, took it quite well. This is shading with Artex. So as you can see, the background, quite a nice blend in the background. It's quick color, so much fun. So Cozy and Cute by Belly Bean Co. on the farm. Gonna do another. I have another one of hers. I have one in the bakery, I think, and another one. So I'm gonna do another one. Wondrous Folk coloring book. This was for Mermaid. Started this one also on the stream. This is a book by Christine Karen. I love this book. Such a high quality book. And I started her on the stream and I did finish. This is Nixie. It turned out to be a really, really colorful page. It is Polychromos pencils, a couple of acrylic pens, embellishments. There is some gold, as you can see. Her top has. I know it's supposed to be pearls, but I love getting some gold in there. Also in her headdress is a little bit of gold. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, no, it's more silvery kind of color. Wanted to do her hair red like Ariel, so I chose to do a yellow, orangey yellow tail. This was a really fun page to do, and I love the skin tone. I didn't go for a traditional skin tone, more like a sea watery blue greenish skin tone. And what I love about the Christine Karen books is that she puts the shading in where you need to make it a little bit darker, so it's not that difficult to color actually. And I wanted to give her the green eyes, as you can see here. A little bit of white in there too. So for me, a page like this does not need a background. Again, it might be an unpopular opinion, but for me it doesn't mean. I know if you give it a background, maybe it gives it a little bit more spark and a little bit more that the focal point goes to the mermaid. But for me, this one was done, and I need to learn what I make the mistake to doing the main picture first and then the background, and then I have a problem. So I'm gonna teach myself how to use masking fluid. I saw a video of Karen, my Colorful Country Life, doing masking fluid. Masking fluid. There it is. I am actually videotaping this on a Sunday afternoon, so I had a busy night. So I am gonna try to step up my game using masking fluid. And yes, it is tea, it's not alcohol. I'm not slurring my speech because I'm drinking something I shouldn't on YouTube. All right, final one, last one. I actually did not save the best for last, but oh well, who's counting? This is Life in a Jar, and this is a book by, if you can read this, you're good. I always have to look at the back because I think, no, there is a description of her name. Here it is. Choa. No, don't see it in there. Choa. Emily Choa. I did a video, I think it was a shelf video, that this book came up, and I saw that there was still a whip in there. So I decided, you know what? Finish it. And I did. I did finish. I think it was 10-minute work. I do not understand why this has been on my shelves for, I think, a year and a half with a whip in it. As you can see, my white marker had a boo-boo. It just decided, well, I'm just gonna blurb out an entire blob of white. So that was that. So there is white marker. It is alcohol marker Ohuhu's. No pencil shading. No pencil shading. But I kind of love it. And it's finished. It's whip done. So Emily Choa, Life in a Jar. So looking back on the past 3 months, I actually had a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody who did a body color with me for putting up with some of my sometimes slow, really slow coloring the past months. But as you might have noticed, I'm picking up my game again with videos and with the channel. So I had a great fun. So special thanks to them. And of course, a great thank you to you all that you have been watching and supporting the channel. If you haven't done this already, please hit the like and subscribe button, because that is very, very appreciated. And it helps the channel immensely. So for now, I want to thank you for being here and for joining me in again this kind of bit of a messy video, but well, yeah, that's what I am, and that's who I am. And I will hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.